Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I will share about information in this product. It's called RX 118, and the CPU is currently popular from domestic and international. If you come across the name Aisurix several times, it keeps popping up in various forums with many people asking about it. However, there haven't even been many responses yet. So I decided to check out myself on top of it. And it turns out that there really is a product called Aisurix. Since the prince is too expensive, I thought, why not give it a try myself instead of paying curious all the time. And later, there will be a quite surprising version about RX 15018 from Aisurix. If you want to know, keep watching the video. But first, let's find out the will Aisurix really is leveling. They have an official website now. And if you look here, it turns out they don't just have one product but many. What caught my attention here is about RX 61000M and the RTX 13017 and the mobile CPU being turned into the stock version. However, for now, let's focus on difficult news. Now, if you want to go to the About Us page, there is a story about how Aisurix was founded in 2028 and it was only 2015 that they started developing mine to high-end GPUs in 2018. They have begun mass producing mini cards and mobile CPU that were used from mini purpose. However, it was only in 2021 that they started expanding their markets overseas, going to China. So it seems that before the year 2021, Asus was like a GPU manufacturer was product were only sold within in China. Whatever this is true or not, I'm not extremely sure. If you have more information, maybe you live in China or have friends there who might know whatever there has been a brand called Asus in recent years. You can share in this comment section. However, it's not surprising that many people are association of the iSeries brand. This section mainly revolves around its associating with meaning. Many believe that iShares manages the refreshing user mini CPUs. However, on their website, as we read early, they claim to be a manufacturer of mini GPUs. And GPU mobiles used for mini whatever their distribution of products actually new GPUs. We can set the question aside because we don't know for sure. Let's focus on what we do know. This is an at its 1518 it's TB, but it's labeled with 2048 SP. In their website, it's written set to as such, and when I was about to install the driver, turns out the name appears like that too, so it's means that this is the official name from AMD, not a name made up by Aisurix themselves. After doing some research, it turns out that it's indeed true that the RTX 5018 2048 SP variant doesn't exist. And as recording to the data from the power up text, it is an SQA of the RX 180 that is only sold in China. However, the difference is not only in the terms of regional distribution, but also in specification, which will consider effect into performance. So the story goes to this 2048 HP version is a new product released in 2080, while the original exists 518 was released in 2017 with a 1 year's difference. The name 20,048 actually refers to the number of cores each at whatever the regular XA118 has 2048 cores technology, but of them still use the 40 nanometer Polaris accelerator with 57 billion transistors now, but the original version, the 2048 version, comes too in the two variants for VGA and 80 gigs. However, here if we take a look, there's difference in their batteries even when comparing the 18 GB version, which are both GDA GDDR5 with 20 25 6-bit interface, but their battery difference. The original version has a battery of 25.6. Also different, the starter version runs at 2000 mAh at exactly 8 Gbps, where this one only runs 1050 mAh, exactly 7 Gbps. B. As for the core clock, the standard version operates at 220,015 mHz with a bus clock of 1030-40, whereas the 20 and 40 SP version only runs at 100,068 with a bus clock of 1020. For 84 additional, there are differences in the number computing units, where the starter version has 3016 CU, while the 2048 version only has 32 CO4, only has 128 times up, and if the specifications are almost entirely different, then why don't have same the name, why it's only labeled as 1048 SP cruises. I checked another GPU that has similar specs, and to my surprise, it's the India the exact same specification are the 2017. So it seems that RX 150 2048 XP is a remodeled version of the RX 517. However, it's not Aisurix doing the rebranding. It's sold the official signs the name is recognition by AMD and also present in the power you check. So if this reversing is official from AMD, then okay, let's not refer to as the RX 1060 anymore because its the name has been changed to official. Now the story goes to this RX 5018 2048 SP has the same specs as the older subline that is 118, therefore is the trends of performance. It should be more or less same when compared to the original XX 118. It might be slightly slower, around 10 to 50%, but before we test its for gaming performance, let's first see the build quality. The packaging is simple, so let's move right to the GPU itself, which also has a strength for design. When held at the handstand and fun, feel like they are made of cheaper material compared to the RX 5017 and 5018, which when first released had a premium feel to them. This one looks like a much simpler version compressed to the original RX 50,000 series. On the back, there's not backlight which was present in the original version, and this backlight used to enhance the appearance of Aisurix GPU. As for the connection, it's complete with 180 ME and there's display ports, but there's no RGB or any other particular feature. So let's go try to see how its performance is. Let's first take a look at the clock condition, temperature, and the power consumption of the GPU using firmware. It appears that RX 5018 2048 SP consumes around 113 watts of electric, while maintaining its temperature at approximately 65% in full lock mode. With the fan speed at around 40%, it's not noisy, which is a good. However, upon observation, the core clock is still below 1000 mHz, not matching the specific specs. We wonder if it will be the same during gaming. Let's proceed and see gaming performance as well. Thank you for the FCR technology. It allows use the extended the lifespan of the GPU. Now let's take a look how the Force Cry 6 performance it can run at full HD resolution, ultra setting, and FCR blazed, achieving an average FPS of 71. It's incredible how FCR can put the performance of older GPU like this. As for the core clock, it's back to normal, running at around 1200 MHz, matching the specification specs. Additionally, the temperature remains at around 60 degrees Celsius, which is quite cool. He initially thought that Choppermunk would and run smoothly on this GPU, but surprisingly, it can handle full high resolution, and the medium setting with FCR balance are having an average of 50-60 FPS with the temperature still around 60 degrees Celsius. Impressive. In full HD resolution, medium settings, and VCR balancing, we can still get a very playable performance in various games. For example, we can get an average FPS of over 64 and the temperature stays around 16 degrees Celsius. It's really cool. Yeah, early in the terms of performance, it turned out to be quite decent for a GPU priced below 1.5 million rupiah and available as a new unit, not second-hand, although many of you might be worried that it's a cold prerequisite. Let me share a story a few months. Maybe last year, Linux bought many second-hand GPUs including RX 5018 during testing. He asked a friend whose name I forget exactly, what percentage do you think this GPU was used for mining? The answer even in jet was 100%. This gives you an idea that if you are looking for SS5018 or other RX 150,000 series GPU, especially in the second-hand market, chances are they were likely used for mining. In the 2021, when GPU prices soared in Serenity and the RX 5018 80GB version was priced below 2 million rupees, maybe around 1.5 million rupees. However, with the surge in the GPU price, the second-hand price increased to around 80 million rupiah. It's crazy, right? And naturally, at the time, many people bought RX 5018 for mining because otherwise miner wouldn't have processed RX 5018 at the time. So if you find it at the second-hand RX 5018 now, it means it must have been used for mining. For two periods, guys made over many of them. Might have been the repeat before, and the problem is we don't know where and how, and the repairs were done and for what purpose the GPU. Who was the overhead when the Boeing second hand we have accepted it as and usually there's no worthy. They might give a 3 years graduate, but on the top pad, then money is released after 2 days, so likely the gambling, as you never know if you the seller will take responsibility if something goes wrong or not. Now, assumption is Aisurix ends in the string resolvably set on the user meaning GPUs and recording them. It would make it the difference from regular second GPU as when from the profit. They are meaning manufacturers so say they have to do their GPU or not. The benefits suppliers. But with the factory standards and using less funds, the components they sold have the side supply of components, and more importantly, they can pre-patch the CPU to make them look like new students. The most significant advance is the after the 2 years of warranty. Even though I got the hint that this 2 years warranty might not be everything widely. This is something you need to be aware of. So guys, I can open this box and you can see this product. So this is story of the product. It's the first 3 months replace. It's 2 years. It's technical support, but it's the much better. Compared to buying second hand, it will only 3 days. Only, and even that usually only valid for the first 2 days. As for the distributor, I'm not sure because there's not distributor show here, but one thing sure. They have an official store, Shopee, Tokopedia, and their product shipped from Jakarta. So the product I requested was from the China, but recently from Jakarta. So if you make the purchase and encounter any issues, you can directly contact the store on Shopee. It seems they have an official store there. Some goes for 2 days. Have experience Aisurix with different model. It would be nice to share your experience. Or if you anyone has tried claiming it worldly, it's so feel free to share in this comment section. Also, if you are curious about the prints, you can check it on the Shopee Tokopedia. The price may differ. Shopee may offer slightly lower price, so you can directly check it out. No, it's my 5 budget. Thank you for your attention. You're welcome.